I am Reuben, the COO of Zcoin. We are primarily a privacy coin, and we also focus on decentralized proof of work. Just to clarify, we aren't a fork of Zcash. We use different cryptographic principles and actually launched earlier than Zcash. Zcoin is the first coin that uses the Zerocoin Protocol. I guess the first coin that uses zero knowledge proofs in their privacy scheme. So previous privacy schemes like used in Dash and Monero were mainly about mixing, like cryptographic mixing. So I would call it like obfuscation methods. While Zcoin, what we allow people to do is to take a coin, we burn it up, and when they burn it up, they generate the proof that they actually burnt it up. And later on, they can use this proof to redeem a fresh new coin with no transaction history. So I guess that's how Zerocoin works in a nutshell. And the other sort of element of our technology is called MTP, which is called Merkle Tree Proofs. It's a new proof of work algorithm that aims to solve ASIC resistance, botnet resistance, while remaining lightweight for the network to verify. So that's we're listed on Binance and Bittrex. Monero is definitely the leader in the privacy coin space. They have been established for a very long time, and I do think there's real market usage of Monero. Of course, we were talking about like cryptographic mixing. So right now, Monero, like each transaction, you're mixing with 5 to 6 other transactions. While with, let's say, something like Zcoin, where with Zerocoin, we are not mixing with just 5 or 6 people. It's potentially the anonymity set is in the realms of many thousands of people, because we don't mix, we burn and then redeem. So our anonymity set is with anyone who ever burnt the coin before. So it's potentially a lot bigger, and we feel that this is a maybe better way to approach anonymity, where it's not just plausible deniability, but actual severance of the transaction links. Something like Dash, they're not really a privacy coin anymore, even by their own reckoning. They haven't really made any strides in their coin mixing, and they require active mixing. That means people actually have to be online and say, I want to mix, and then they mix their coins. So it's actually a real problem. If anyone has used the private sand in Dash, it can take sometimes days to mix large amount of coins because you have to find people to mix it. While solutions like Monero, or even like with Zcoin, because it's done in a cryptographic manner, we don't need to wait for people to mix with, and I think that's a superior solution there. We have seen like Zcash has been listed on Gemini, which is like really heavily regulated exchange. So it's pretty impressive that they managed to get regulators to accept them. But on the other hand, we're seeing Asian countries like Japan do a ban of privacy coins, quite strangely, as a response to the CoinCheck hack. The privacy coins had nothing to do with it. I think what got hacked was not even a privacy coin. So we're seeing kind of like, governments just banning privacy coins outright, and then on the other hand, some, especially in the US, which is like, I guess, the leader in that regard, allowing such things. We really don't know how it's going to pan out. I would think that my personal opinion is that governments should not be banning privacy coins, because the way to regulate it right now is through regulating the exchanges, right? So if I want to do illicit activity, if I have a regulated exchange and all the liquidity of that privacy coin are on regulated exchanges, those exchanges are going to do AML, KYC, so you're not going to have so much illicit activity. But if I ban the privacy coin, all that liquidity is no longer in the regulated exchange. It just goes completely P2P, and the government can't really control that. So I would say that I think that, look, there are existing ways to launder money like casinos, and they're still operating, and that's fine. They're much more better than cryptocurrencies in doing that. Privacy coins don't make it easier for people to launder money. And I think that governments just have to realize that it's better to regulate the exchanges and allow privacy coins to exist in that space, to have some sort of control there. I wouldn't say more regulation, but I would say that regulated exchanges and not banning cryptocurrencies is probably the best way. We don't want to have everything needs a license, but we're talking about not banning outright privacy cryptocurrencies. I'm quite realistic in this regard. I don't think privacy coins are like a one-horse race where one winner takes all. Right now, there's no privacy coin that ticks off all the boxes. It's always a trade-off of something. Like for example, like Zcash, they use something called ZK Snaps. It's really good performance characteristics, really small proof sizes, very fast verification, cutting-edge technology. But because of that, they require something what we call a trusted setup. They use exotic cryptography that means you're kind of taking a risk, and we feel that Zerocoin is a more conservative approach, still offering a very high level of anonymity. But we feel that if you're going to build a system that potentially has millions of dollars involved, it's better to use cryptography that really has stood the test of time. So Zcoin, we're using RSA cryptography that has existed since the 70s. It's used throughout industry like PGP and even like SSL certificates. So if RSA breaks, a lot of other stuff would break, and the least of your concerns would be Zcoin. While something like if ZK Snap spreads, then basically only Zcash and the other Zcash clones would be affected. So I guess I feel that Zcoin offers a very balanced privacy solution where we're offering very high anonymity and high very good zero knowledge proof technology, while at the same time we are not taking any unnecessary risks in that regard. Actually, one of the things that looking at privacy coins in this space, one of the main issues is that the usage of privacy coins has been quite difficult because the user experience is really bad. Like if you use Monero, it's not that easy to use. If you use Zcash, it's even harder to use, And even right now, Zcoin's wallet is not very user intuitive. And we feel that if you really want privacy coins to be used more mainstream, the user experience has to be really improved to guide through the user of the complexities of using a privacy coin without overloading them with information. And we spent like about 6 months developing this new user interface that guides people through the use of Zerocoin and hopefully makes privacy usage a lot easier. And we think that usability is one of the biggest things right now for privacy coins. So if you would like to follow up, more about the updates, our website's at zcoin.io. I guess the best place to get news is on our Twitter, which is at Zcoin Official, and our Telegram group is really active at Zerocoin Project. We have some really exciting updates coming in the next 1 or 2 months, like MTP. You can look it up on our website. And thank you so much, and thanks to CoinTime.